Number 1 Coffee. This global well-known brew may be traced again to the historic espresso forests at the Ethiopian plateau. An Ethiopian espresso herder named Kaldi located the magic beans. He observed his goats being hyperactive and refused to sleep after consuming positive berries. After attempting a few for himself, he too skilled the identical symptoms. He suggested his locating to the seer of a nearby monastery. The priests brewed a concoction from the berries and located that it stored them alert for lengthy hours of prayer. Soon, phrase commenced to unfold approximately the magic beans, and the plantation proprietors within the Arabian Peninsula commenced cultivating espresso. Around the 16th century, espresso made its presence felt in Persia, Egypt, Syria, and Turkey. Then espresso made its manner into Europe, carried there through vacationers within the 17th century. It changed into dub because the sour invention of Satan threw the human beings and nearby clergy in Venice. The controversy surrounding the drink reached this kind of top that Pope Clement VII needed to intervene. He tasted the brew himself and presented it a papal approval after he favored its flavor. The brew commenced changing conventional breakfast liquids, which includes wine and beer. It changed into desired through human beings because it imparted a sense of alertness. By the 18th century, espresso had grown to be one of the global's maximum money-making export crops. It is the maximum well-known commodity within the global after crude oil. Number 2 Splenda. The synthetic sweetener changed into an unintended discovery made through researchers on the Tate and Lyle and Queen Elizabeth College, University of London. In 1976, the British Sugar Organisation, Tate and Lyle, changed into exploring new approaches to combo sugar with laboratory chemicals. The studies changed into achieved in collaboration with Professor Leslie Huff's laboratory at Queen's College. She halogenated sugars and located a request for testers to test with the compound. However, a overseas graduate student, Shashikant Fadnas, misheard the request as tasters. He sampled the sugar compound and located it to be 300 instances sweeter than sugar. Soon, phrase commenced to unfold approximately the candy discovery. Canada have become the primary EU to approve using Splenda in 1991. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, granted American advertising approval in 1998. Shortly after its approval, Johnson & Johnson bought the rights to increase sucralose within the United States as a commercially to-be-had product and commenced advertising the product aggressively. Today, it smiles the maximum recognizable and iconic low-calorie sweetener emblem within the globe. It has offered greater than 100 million yellow packets when you consider that its launch. Number 3 Yogurt. The creamy goodness changed into located by chance due to milk being safe through easy strategies in tropical regions. The phrase yogurt is derived from the Turkish language and changed into located through Neolithic peoples of Central Asia. The herdsmen left the milk within the wearing packing containers manufactured from animal stomachs that contained herbal enzymes. The enzymes activated through heat temperatures curdled the milk, making it right into a thick, creamy consistency. The yogurt changed into desired through the human beings because of its more desirable flavor, texture, and longer garage period. It is recorded in records that Genghis Khan, the founding father of the Mongol Empire, and his navy thrived on yogurt. They ate up yogurt for the duration of their invasions to keep off belly infections. The advantages of yogurt commenced to unfold, and it changed into quickly made commercially to be had. It changed into produced on a big scale through Isaac Carasso in 1919 in Barcelona beneath his organization Danone. The organization changed into instrumental in popularizing the yogurt within the United States. Moreover, many manufacturers cashed in at the healthful fashion through supplying the yogurt and diverse bureaucracy, which includes yogurt with fruits, fruit flavor infused yogurts, and frozen yogurts. Number 4 Tea. This miracle brew has its beginning in historic China. The mythical emperor of China Shen Nong, additionally the inventor of agriculture and Chinese medicine, located tea. Around 2737 BCE, the emperor changed into boiling a pot of water for ingesting while few leaves had been blown from a close-by tree into his pot. The leaves modified the shadiation and the flavor of the water. The emperor changed into blown away through the flavor and restorative assets of the brew and endorsed it to his subjects. Tea changed into taken into consideration as a medicinal drink for the duration of the Shang dynasty inside the Yunnan region. The drink unearths prominence inside the clinical textual content written through Hua Tuo, a Chinese medical doctor who lived for the duration of the 3rd century CE. The tea had become a rage in China that in the past 8th century. An author known as Liu Yu wrote the primary EE book Totally Approximately Tea, the Hot Ching or Tea Classic. The Chinese commenced buying and selling their prized commodity to different international locations through the Silk Road into India. During the 17th century, the British East India Company brought tea in India, Britain, and Europe to interrupt China's exchange monopoly over tea. In order to maintain its freshness and flavor for the duration of its lengthy journey, the investors located the famous black tea. Various forms of tea which includes green, black, white, oolong, pu'er, and yellow tea are received from the identical plant, the Camellia sinensis. The plant is local to China and is one of the liquids that greater than half of the arena has come to love. Number 5 Popsicle. Popsicles have been at first named Epsicles after their 11-12 months antique founder Frank Epperson, who left a cup packed with soda water and a stirring stick on his porch. The low temperatures triggered the soda combination to freeze onto the stirring stick, giving beginning to the arena well-known Popsicles, or have to we say Epsicles. In 1922, an enthusiastic Epperson debuted his invention at a fireman's ball, and the Epsicles have been offered out in a jiffy. Later in 1923, he commenced promoting the frozen pops to the general public at Neptune Beach, an enjoyment park in Alameda, California. Shortly afterward, he carried out for a patent for frozen ice on a stick known as the Epsicle Ice Pop. His kids persuaded him to rechristen his invention to Popsicles. He partnered with the Jolo Company of New York to distribute the yummy treats all around the U. The meal's large Unilever received the Popsicle emblem in 1989, increasing the emblem past its unique fruity flavors. Over the years, the Popsicle has carried out an iconic repute of a frozen, summertime treat. It is famous amongst each youngsters and adults. Number 6 Potato Chips. In 1853, the arena's well-known snack potato chips have been invented through George Crumb, an African-American chef on the Moon Lake Lodge Motel in Saratoga Springs, New York, USA. The tale is going that the eating place changed into well-known for its French fries. On a selected day, a grumpy eating place complained that the fries have been too thick and soggy. Although the chef made a brand new batch with thinner fries, the patron remained unsatisfied. After having sufficient from the patron, the chef in the end made fries that have been too skinny to consume with a fork, hoping to bother the extraordinarily fussy patron. However, the patron changed into pleasantly amazed and cherished the chef's new invention. The chips had been to start with recognized as Saratoga chips and later got here to be recognized as potato chips. The crisps had been packaged and offered all around the globe without giving him any credit score because it changed into unlawful for African Americans to use for a patent. In 1895, the producer William Tappenden industrially produced and advertised the chips in Cleveland, Ohio. A salesman, Herman Lay, offered the well-known potato chips Lays with inside the southern USA from the trunk of his automobile with inside the 1920s. Laura Scudder invented a wax paper bag in 1926 to hold the potato chips clean and crisp. Number 8 Chocolate Chip Cookies. The candy treats have been invented through baker Ruth Wakefield at her eating place while she ran out Baker's chocolate. To make up for the lacking ingredient, she substituted with Nestlé's semi-sweet chocolate bars. The chopped-up chocolate bars did not soften for the duration of the baking manner. The chips softened and gave upward push to the unintended discovery of the Toll House chocolate chip cookie. As the recognition of the candy discovery commenced to unfold, the sale of Nestlé's semi-candy chocolate bars increased. The baker in the long run offered the recipe to Andrew Nestlé from the Nestlé Chocolate Company. She changed into, in turn, furnished a lifetime deliverer of Nestlé chocolate. The organization commenced printing the Toll House cookie recipe on its chocolate chip bags. On July 9, 1997, to honor the cookie's creation, the Kingdom of Massachusetts detailed the chocolate chip cookie because the official state cookie. The global well-known cookie is regularly taken into consideration as a consolation meals observed through a pitcher of clean milk. The fats debris in milk are recognized to decorate the flavor of sugar with inside the cookies, giving it a smoother texture. Number 9 Ice Cream Cones. Before the discovery of cones, ice cream changed into served out of glass bowls and paper cups. In 1904, Ernest A. Hamwi brought a waffle-like pastry, Zalibus, at a sales space subsequent to an ice cream seller on the street. Louis World's Fair. The tale is going that the ice cream seller ran out of paper dishes, and Hamwi presented to assist him out through rolling his wafer-like waffles with inside the form of a cone. The ice cream served at the crispy cone changed into a success. Many of the crowd, and plenty of carriers accompanied suit. Italo Marchini is credited with growing the primary ice cream cone in 1896 and changed into granted a patent for the identical in December 1903. In 1910, Hamwi based the Missouri Cone Company and commenced promoting cones to diverse carriers. In 1924, the cone manufacturing reached an all-time excessive through growing a document income of $245 million. As generation improved, current machines are able to generating approximately 150,000 cones every day. Number 10. Nachos. The well-known Mexican consolation dish is made from tortilla chips crowned with cheese and jalapenos. The iconic dish changed into by chance located through Ignacio Nacho Anaya in 1943. The unique dish originated with inside the metropolis of Piedras Negras, Coahuila, Mexico. The tale is going that better halves of U.S. squaddies stationed at Fort Duncan and close by Eagle Pass have been on a buying journey in Piedras Negras. After a protracted day of buying, the girls arrived on the eating place and demanded a snack. The head chef, Ignacio Anaya, did not find the cook. He invented a brand new snack for the hungry better halves through frying a few tortillas reduced into the form of triangles. Then he proceeded to pinnacle the fried corn chips with shredded cheese and surpass them right into a warm air oven. Finally, he crowned the melted cheese with sliced, pickled jalapeno peppers and served it to them. The dish changed into a success many of the girls and have become famous all around the U. Many clients flocked to the eating place to pattern the dish. In 1976, a changed model of the dish changed into advertised through Frank Liberto. He debuted it for the duration of Texas Rangers baseball video games at Arlington Stadium in Arlington, Texas. To honor the inventor, October 21st changed into declared because the International Day of the Nacho. You are still here, wonderful. You are now one of the wonderful followers of the channel. Write "I am wonderful" in the comments. Therefore I will give you my admiration for your wonderful comments. Like you, we are close to 1,000 subscribers. If you are a new viewer, subscribe to the channel to be among the wonderful people. I see you in a new video coming.